What's up, guys? Chris1. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Live Vibe 302. How's everyone doing tonight, bro? Dude, we're gonna have a special Live Vibe tonight. I'm gonna be joined by Logan and Ninja Bear. We're gonna be talking about friendly, not so, confrontational conspiracy theories. Yes, we're gonna talk about whether they believe that we landed on the moon, whether they believe if aliens exist, whether they basically who built the pyramids. We're also going to be talking about, toys growing up, and we're going to vibe it out, bro. This is the first time I am doing a threefer. This is all a learning experience, and it should be fun, bro. It should be fun. The questions that I'm going to be asking Logan and Ninja, I also want you guys to answer. After we talk and discuss these questions, I'm going to be looking at chat and we're going to be highlighting your answers of whether or not you believe in these things. So, everyone, put on your tinfoil hats. Let's get this shit started. What's up, Dale? How you doing? JD's modded tonight. JD, Zach, 26. Zach, I hope you're doing good, dude. I hope you're doing good, brother. What's up, Farky, Redneck Gaming? Let's get this shit going. Let's see. Let's start bringing them in, bro. Let me turn on these cameras. Guest one. Let's see. Logan and Ninja, go ahead and start. Let me see. Guest. Hold on. I think I'm getting Ninja in here. Ninja, could you hear me?
Hello.
What's up, Ninja? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Dude, we're getting him in, guys. We're getting him in. Let's see. Logan. Okay, Ninja, you got the middle. You're in the middle of this ice cream sandwich, and Logan is guest two. Logan, could you hear me?
Yes, sir. How's my audio?
Oh, shit. Audio's good. What's up, guys? What are you guys up to?
What's going on? Nothing much. Glad to be back. Always an honor to be on.
Hell yes. Ninja, you're right up on the camera, Ninja.
Dude, I'm fucking sore.
What'd you train?
Just getting back into the gym this week, and it's horrible. It's fucking bad.
That's a good thing, though, Ninja. That's good. Being sore means you're ripping up those muscles.
I know, my chesticles are very sensitive right now.
Are you sore, Logie? Are you sore?
Yeah, let me tell you, I'm so sore from walking up and down stairs. My fat ass can't handle that shit.
Oh, come on now, dude. Come on. You guys ready to vibe, dude? You guys ready to hang out and have a little chitty chatty on the tinfoil hattie?
Let's get it, brother. I'm ready.
All right.
Yes, you.
Let me see.
Ready.
Oh, look who joined us. Elena. Hey, if you guys are vibing, dude, come on, bro. Like this video. Drop a like. Let's get this shit going.
Oh, Elena!
Do you guys do you guys see our screen? Do you guys see us like we're like a sandwich? I'm on top.
It's
Ninja
very
in the
delayed.
middle.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this is actually. Let me just go to chat really quick. Let me welcome people.
Just zoomed in and shit.
Dude, we're gonna talk conspiracies, bro. And the first question I have for you guys is this chat. This is for you too, chat. Okay, this is for chat as well. The first one we're gonna tackle is, do you believe we landed on the moon? And be serious. I mean, listen, you can be funny, dude. You guys know me. You guys know my answer. But there's a lot of conspiracies going around. And I want to know the reasons if people thought, hey, there's no way we landed on the moon. Give me your reasons why you think that we didn't. But, I mean, we'll start with Ninja. Ninja, do you think we landed on the moon?
No, we didn't. I don't think so.
Why don't you think so, Ninja?
Okay, so as I say we didn't recently, simply because I remember seeing the actual clip of it, and it didn't make any sense how they claim that their little pod landed on the moon, but who was there to set up the tripod to film the camera of Armstrong getting out? And another reason was recently with these new videos that they have, I remember seeing a clip of one of the astronauts working on their ship outside, and they saw a fucking mouse crawling on the outside of one of the little engines, and they're like, whoa, how is a mouse surviving in outer space? And when they were supposedly in air and they're rotating and they're showing how zero gravity is, there's like, okay, so you're showing that, but it doesn't make any sense why your jacket is flickering and why certain items in the background were wiggling like this. And I thought there was no gravity. Everything is just doing this. So those are one of the main reasons why I don't think we land on the moon. And then
was the mouse
and
footage?
Buzz Aldrin's Buzz Aldrin's suit that's at the museum, and it's the actual suit he wore. They said his footprint of his shoe didn't match the footprint that's up out on the moon right now, supposedly.
Okay. I respect your opinion. I'm going to run. Okay, Logie, I can hear you. I'm going to run and go get my Lego set of the lunar lander, and I'm going to show Ninja how we got that footage. But Logie, to the live vibe, bro. Do you believe that we landed on the moon? BRB.
I'd like to believe that we did. The whole I can see us being like that competitive with I want to say we were in competition with the Russians to be the first ones there. So I can see that determination really like pushing us hard to actually get there.
Right.
Now I will say Ninja does present like really good evidence that I had never thought of before. Usually the typical ones that I hear is, well, the flag wasn't waving. How is the flag, standing, or how is the flag waving if there's no, wind up there, no gravity, yada, yada. And that's when I usually point to, well, what they don't show you is on the back of the flag, it's actually held up with wires and shit to make it look like it's waving and shit like that. But I would love to believe that we did. Whether or not we actually did, I really can't answer that, but I believe that we did. I mean, I can see, the mindset back in that time of being in competition and striving to be the first ones up there. The only thing that has really, deterred me away from believing that we actually landed was the thought process of why haven't we been back? Did we learn everything that we needed to learn when we got there? Like, why haven't there been more missions to it? However, I did read an article, God, I think it was months ago, that they are planning another trip to the moon. Either, I want to say next year or within the next 5 years, we are going back. So, I mean, will it be faked again, or because I mean, fuck with the technology
will it be
we have now,
faked again?
Definitely make it. We can definitely make it. So, I mean, that'll be the proof of whether or not we actually did is when we go back and take footage. I mean, granted, we have AI and like the deepest fakes you've ever seen nowadays. Yeah. So yes, it could be faked again. There is the counter argument for that, but I really think that we did it. I don't see why we wouldn't.
Okay, this is okay. This is what I believe. I believe we did go to the moon. Because it was a race via Russians. That's the whole reason why. We landed on the moon. Apollo. I like how JD goes. No, we did not land on the moon. I literally just watched Apollo 13. Apollo 13 never landed on the moon because of just like the movie, right? But Apollo 11, Apollo 12, 13 did not make it. 14, 15, and 16, we made it. Now, to go to Logie's question. Again, we're just sharing ideas. Why haven't we gone back? It costs. Listen, after the first few moon landings, America was in a bad spot, bro. This is the 70s. We got wars. People, it costs so much money. And not only that, we've gotten everything that we need. We know what the moon is. I'm gonna give you a reason. I'm gonna read you the AI evidence, a list of things why that proves that we did land on the moon. Now, yes, Logan's right. Musk wants to put the first humans on the moon since the 70s in a couple years. It's really easy to get the moon. Now, Ninja was like, how did Neil Armstrong get recorded? Who was on there? All right, Ninja, if you can see my screen. This is Armstrong, right? Let me see. Here's Neil Armstrong, right? On the lunar lander. Son of a bitch. On the lunar lander. The angle you had was like, actually, let me turn this around. The lunar lander angle was like this. You see Armstrong taking his first steps. There was, if you can see right there, that's a video camera. That's how, when it landed, that is how we got the footage, the airways of Armstrong touching base on the moon. Now, the rats, of course, Kubrick, and there's a bunch of shit, right? There's a bunch of shit, people who deny, hey, this is cool though. I like talking about this. But yes, black screen, green screens, people were asking, oh, why is it all the photos of the why couldn't you see stars, you know? And it's all about exposure and shutter speeds and this and that. But this is what AI has told me. I just typed in a list of evidence that proves that we landed on the moon. And let me know what you guys think. Of course, all these can be debunked. I am not 100% sure. I believe we landed on the moon. I think it's harder to fake a moon landing than it is to actually go to the moon. Musk is launching satellites like once a week, apparently. Or, you know, it's and once you leave orbit, bro, with gravity, you need one push and nothing is ever going to stop you. But this is what Grok says. Apollo missions returned with 842 pounds of lunar samples. These rocks have unique properties, including specific types of isotopes not found on Earth, confirming their lunar origin. I'm doing quotes on all this shit here. Photographic evidence. Thousands of photographs were taken during the Apollo missions. These include images of astronauts and the lunar module, Earth from the moon, and various lunar landscapes. Some images show shadows cast in conditions only possible on the moon due to its low gravity and no atmosphere. The video footage, live broadcast, and recorded footage of astronauts on the moon exists, including the iconic One-Stop Step for Man by Neil Armstrong. The Lunar Laser Ranging Experiment. Do I got this on this thing? Oh, I don't know why it's on the set. But there's a mirror that I believe 4 or 3 lunar missions, they put a mirror on the lunar surface, some sort of a mirror, where here on Earth you can shine a laser and the laser hits that mirror and reflects back to us, which from then we can determine the distance from the moon is to the Earth. Every year the moon is further away from Earth about a fucking inch, I think, or some crazy shit like that. But let me continue reading. Reflectors left on the moon by Apollo 11, 14, and 15, and by the Soviet Lunokhod missions allow scientists to bounce laser beams off the moon to measure its distance from Earth with high precision. Footprints and tracks. The footprints and tracks from the lunar rover, visible in photographs and still observable through high-resolution images from lunar orbiters, like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter (LRO). Basically, guys, we got orbiters mapping the whole moon. We got other countries have got like satellites, and they can look exactly where those footsteps are because there's no gravity. There's no wind to push those prints off. Mission artifacts, equipment like the descent stages of the lunar module, scientific experiments, and other hardware left on the moon have been photographed from lunar orbit. Basically, these machines, they're still fucking there, is what they're saying. Again, this is what they're saying. Indirect evidence. NASA's tracking stations around the world recorded telemetry data from the Apollo spacecraft, providing real-time data of their journey and activities on the moon. Then you got astronaut testimonies, independent verification by the USSR, and scientific experiments. Again, whether we landed it or not, right now, Elon launched a fucking rocket and caught the motherfucker again, which is baffling to me. But let's see what the Live Vibe has to say. Eagles fan, I believe we landed on the moon. But I think it's good to ask questions, though. If people don't believe we landed on the moon, well, then they need more proof. Okay, so Ninja and Logan, if Musk were to land on the moon in the next couple years, and you see the footage, you see him take off, and you follow their journey, and now you get high-res fucking shit going on, would you believe, or will you still not believe that we landed on the moon?
Ninja, you want to go first since you went first last time?
Bro, I want to say yes. I'll believe it. The only thing that's making me a little bit iffy about the whole thing is just AI is just, it has skewed everything that I thought I believe in, and stuff can be easily duplicated, faked, manipulated, whatever. So I'll keep an open mind when that happens, though.
Yeah.
Like, if they go there and they see the flag and they're like, oh shit, there's so-and-so's footprint. Oh my god, they left behind space garbage. We'll bring it back. Cool. I'll believe it.
Logan?
And that's the point that I brought up earlier. It's so easy to deep fake everything, and AI exists now. So in all honesty, I'd believe it even more. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been on the side of, look at the big picture and, consider all angles, and all points of view. Like yourself, I choose to believe that we actually made it because, why wouldn't we have? With how high competition was at that point in time, why not? If we, now that we're going back and there's video proof that, we've been there before, then it's okay. I mean, shit, we still got people thinking that the Earth is flat. So
I know. Fucking Thor says, in space, there's a vacuum. For examples, what happens to a Coke candy if you put it under a vacuum? It crashes. So what material had the spaceship in the 60s? Just think about it. Well, Thor, the question I have for you is, what about the International Space Station? You can literally look at the International Space Station going across the skies, depending on where you are in the world. You can literally see it. With your binoculars, you can see it crossing over. That space station, why isn't that in a soda can? Why aren't our satellites decompressed and squished? I don't know. I think these are just good questions to ask. And dude, everyone you just need to do your own research, bro. You would think, Eagles fan, you would think the modern technology we have and what we'd be able to investigate again. Well, the thing is, dude, dude, the blueprints are out there, bro. The lunar lander, every little thing. It's public domain. Hold up, it's not flat. Oh god, JD thinks it's not flat. It's not flat. Okay. This is a good one. We could talk about for forever, but we're gonna keep on moving, guys. We're gonna keep on moving. All right, guys. For those who responded towards whether or not you believe in the lunar, if we landed on the moon, thank you for responding. Here's the next question. Okay, so we'll start off with Logan. The next question is, are we alone?
Absolutely
do aliens exist?
100% they exist. And I'll even use my own grandmother's words here. If we think that we are the only quote unquote smart, sentient like beings within this and vast entirety of what is, you know, space and galaxy, then we're real dumb. I mean, there has to be other life out there, and like, you know, with more advanced technology, and you know, there's just no way that there's not. You know what I mean? Aliens 100% exist.
Ninja.
Sorry, I'm eating some snackies right now.
Wow, you're not sharing, Ninja. What the hell?
Okay, I think we're not alone, and simply because there's stories culturally, there are stories that get passed down from generation to generation, and there are stories about the, what is it called? Is it petroglyphs or hieroglyphs? I think it's petroglyphs, whatever was etched in the stones. I mean, my ancestors drew that shit because they saw something come from the sky, and they called them star people or sky people. And in our stories, they say that when we made that first contact, they taught us tools, where to go, how to use certain items, and they pretty much just gave us some intelligence. And the story goes that before they left, they made a promise and said they were going to come back. One day they're going to come back. And when they do come back, how do I say this in English? It's for like a mandatory, or it's for a specific reason that they have to.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, it sounds like we fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, you see it in all cultures. People drawing these like discs, right? These elongated skulls. You know, I mean, I have watched a lot. I mean, I might be biased. I have watched a lot of ancient aliens, but I think exactly. I think, you know, what was it? No way. JD says, no way we're alone. Our universe is smaller than a grain of sand on the beach. There's so much out there. I think to think that we're it in this fucking expansive universe, we got to be pretty conceited, a little self-centered. I do believe in aliens, but I need proof, bro. Like, you know, these drones and these, I mean, if there are aliens, I mean, what kind of technology would they have? If they're aliens here, like, did they derive from here? Were they here before us? We know there was many extinctions here on Earth, but will they look like us? Are they shapeshifter? Are they the lizard people? You know, it's the thing is, we don't know. And there's these, you know, these drone sightings, and I don't know. I believe, but I don't believe. I need evidence. I need more than just, you know, some grainy ass footage and some people claiming they were probed. But, you know, Thor says, you know, they're star seeds. They're star seeds, star people. So, I mean, what would it take? Again, just like Ninja was saying earlier, with AI, bro, we don't know what the fuck is real, what to believe, what we don't know, dude. So what would it take for you guys to believe that aliens exist? Like, this is an alien.
Nothing short of Independence Day. I'm kidding. I don't want an invasion, but I mean, I would love to see, you know, an actual craft enter into the atmosphere, not try to hide, you know, using cloaking technology or anything like that. Like, just actually coming down, making contact, and hopefully not to, you know, invade us / you know, take us out, so they can reclaim, if they came from here, you know, to reclaim, you know, the world that they once had, because it's theirs. But I mean, God, just to see it. to actually see it. Like, I don't have to touch it or anything like that, unless, you know, they're kind of hot. But, but you know, like, just
space
see it.
babies,
I'd love to see them.
Do you gotta get poked in the butt, Ninja, to believe in aliens? Do you gotta get probed?
No. Hell no, dude. I'm still coughing, by the way.
You're good.
I 100%, I believe. I'm not gonna lie. Because when I brought up the petroglyph stuff, are people being separated by continents? What would you call the individuals that live way out in Africa, that live in is it the savannah? In the desert? How in the hell is it that they can draw on the rocks and and the indigenous people in Australia, what do they call Aborigines? How are they able to draw the same figure of the face and the body as we did, which is what my tattoo is, which is let's see how I can get that camera in there. That guy. Little beady eyes and a round hole for a mouth, and it's the same mask that we all claimed that we saw that came from the sky, gave us knowledge, and told us that they were going to one day come back. Ooh.
What if with all the disclosures, right, in this past couple years, bro, what do you think the government is saying? We have some unidentified, objects, whether it's the Navy or Air Force, right? They have that little tic-tac video footage of lightning speeds from 0 to whatever, these impossible things. So when you have the Pentagon saying that, yeah, we got some fucking crazy shit, I am the last person to believe in what the government has to say, but do you think they're right? Do you think we actually have some technology that's out of this world, some beings? Or do you think it's all just like, hey, look over here, to distract us from what they're doing or whatever?
So in that instance, I feel like it's just kind of like a distraction. That really nobody bought, just because like there's just like, yeah, we've known for years that, you guys have been hiding shady shit. There was a case in point, like, apparently someone was once told that we've done it all. Teleportation, yeah, we've done it. Aliens, yeah, we have them. Yada yada yada. Area 51, I'd love to fucking get in there and see what they got. But I would not doubt that we have shit, but in the same time, it's like, why hide it? You know what I mean? So but
I have an answer.
Makes me question like whether or not, like, like what is there to hide if we know that we have it? You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's too scary. It'll blow the public's minds. Will it? At this point, will it?
I think it's that. I think there's some information that you just don't disclose. You just don't, because what would it cause? It'll cause chaos. It'll cause, I think, panic. And it's, I don't know. What do you think, Ninja?
What was your point? You said, was it all just brought up?
Yeah, the government saying, oh yeah, we have these spacecraft. We have evidence of extraterrestrial. Like, they're like admitting to like exposing it or releasing information. Do you believe it's all horseshit?
I don't think so. The opposite. I think they released it in perfect timing when shit was hitting the fan in 2020 and 2019. Because remember, they were doing the whole fucking virus all over the fucking news, and on that little tiny teleprompter space bar, because I work teleprompter, I know my shit. Right at the very bottom, it said that the military finally declassified files about unidentified flying objects, aka UFO. It was right there, but everyone's attention was about the virus.
Yeah.
So nobody really paid attention to when that did get disclosed, and now we're finally sort of talking about it.
Yeah. I think the way it's portrayed in movies, right? You got Alien versus Predator, you got this and that. I think if there is aliens that's not from Earth, right? I mean, if we were to send a spacecraft like we got, to Saturn, it'll take 8 months to get there. If they were to visit from another planet, they would have to, like Thor says, right, bending space and time. It's that whole thing that you see in every movie, right? Like, if, bless you, Linda, here's Earth. No, you guys can't see. Here's Earth. No, Earth, Saturn, right? It takes 8 months to get there. But if you would bend it like that, if there's some sort of a hole, bro, you can get there instantaneously. So if these aliens, if they do come from another planet, they would have some fucking crazy ass technology. And what is portrayed in movies, bro, if we were to invade another planet or whatever, or some alien, we would bomb the shit out of it. We'll find some way to mine it for minerals. It's stupid shit. But would they attack us? Would aliens attack Earth? Do you think it'll be like that, like it's portrayed in Hollywood?
I think they'd attack if we gave them reason to. I mean, if we fire upon them, what's your you meet someone in the street, they pull a weapon on you, what's your initial reaction? You know what I mean? Even with, trying to be quote unquote peaceful, what's going to happen? They're going to probably have National Guard around there pointing guns at it, and they're going to be like, whoa, okay, hold up. What the hell? You know what I mean? That it's just going to be natural reaction to defend themselves. So I'm not saying don't go in there with no protection whatsoever, but we'd have to be smart about it if we didn't want them to attack.
Right. Fuck, man. I don't know. Have you guys seen that one movie, The Battle of L.A.? Or was it something L.A.? Remember when the aliens landed in L.A. and it was like a full-on invasion? And we were the military just getting
District 9 or something?
District 9 was a good one. I think they were in Australia or some shit like that.
No, it is, I want to say Battle for LA. That I think you're thinking of. Someone will correct you in chat, I'm sure.
The bad ones are the ones in the eye of the pyramid, and they rule the world leaders. But there are also good aliens who help us. It's like a galactic federation. Bro, this is getting Star Wars-y, bro. This is getting Star Wars-y.
My brain right now is so flippin' fried from peeking in and then peeking out of the rabbit hole. Here's what I think about that when you said, are they going to attack us, invade us, or would they do something to us? What if they're that much intelligent beings and they do have contact with elite or whoever, the deep state and deep government, however far that rabbit hole goes, what if those individuals or those people, those groups, are the selected few that are meant to survive? I mean, you know how they built the bunkers in South Dakota, the hidden bunkers in case a doomsday thing were to happen? So if aliens really did wanted to erase humanity because we fucked up this planet so bad again, what if those people that were just that knows is meant to go there, and then the rest of us are pretty much screwed and erased from this whole thing? Probably not from an explosion. Maybe it's making us our own worst enemy to go after each other. Whether it's, what is that? Steel, germs, and what was that thing that happened? Guns, germs, and steel. What if it's a big plague all over again? Or something that's just meant to slowly die us off, and then when those people get the green light, they can come back up and repopulate the planet and start all over.
I think if they're looking at us right now, they'll be like, "What the fuck?" They just go on TikTok and see what we're doing there, and they're just be like, "Yeah, these guys, they haven't even evolved yet, bro. It's not worth it, bro. We are probably ants compared." I mean, if they can reach us, dude, they're going to be way more advanced I think their technology, health-wise, I mean, maybe they would help us, bro. JD seems to think, I don't think aliens will attack. I feel like if we could go back to the 1800s, but with modern technology, that's how aliens view us. K9 says, people have been seeing things here unexplained since in the 1890s because heard my late grandpa and told me stories, and then my mom seemed the same thing, and yeah, it's just...
K9 in the house. What?
Yeah, K9's behind you. It has a lot to do with dark. But what is dark matter, Thor? What is dark matter? We call it the ether, or the aether, or black goo. There are some from Venus called the Lucifer consciousness. Yeah, you see, like, oh, man. Okay, so let's go to our next question. Because this is what... Actually, here we go. I did not read what Grok thinks about aliens. This is again, dude, this is AI. The question of whether aliens, extraterrestrial, exists in one of the most profound and enduring mysteries in science. Here's how we could approach this. Scientific perspective. Probability. Given the vastness of the universe, with billions of galaxies, each containing billions of stars, many of which likely have planets, the odds seems to favor the possibility of life elsewhere. The Drake equation attempts to estimate the number of active, communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in our galaxy, although it relies on many unknown variables. Evidence. To date, there's no definitive scientific evidence confirming the existence of extraterrestrial life. However, discoveries like extremophiles on Earth, organisms living in extreme conditions, suggest life might exist in environments previously thought inhospitable. Exoplanets within the habitable zone of their stars, where liquid and water could exist, are also being cataloged, increase the potential for life. Anecdotal and unexplained phenomena. UFOs, UAPs, there are numerous reports of unidentified flying objects or aerial phenomena. However, most can be explained as misidentifications, natural phenomena, natural phenomena, or human-made objects. A small percentage remain unexplained, but this doesn't equate to proof of alien visitation. Philosophical and cultural views. Many cultures have myths or beliefs about being from the stars of other worlds. Philosophically, the idea of life beyond Earth challenges human-centric views of the universe. It's a wild one, bro. It's a wild one. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, even when the Pentagon was, oh, we're gonna declassify this and that, it's like people didn't give a rat's ass, bro. They didn't care. They're just like, oh, okay.
Dude, I completely forgot to send you a video I took the last time I was in Arizona for my cousin's wedding. We got there like at 3:30, 3:45 a.m. in the morning. And all of us that got there, we immediately caught the attention in the sky of these orbs that were just in a weird pattern. They would float away and then they would get brighter and brighter and come back. And the one was just rotating around this bright fucking circle. And then it beelined it this way and disappeared. I took a video of it and I've been meaning to freaking send that to you, but I completely forgot.
Well, you've sent me, I mean, when freaking Robert and Liz, you know, did the whole showing us these orbs and these pictures they were taking at the St. Mary or that haunted thing. I mean, dude, if people have natural accounts of seeing ghosts or spirits, you know, I think there's way more incidents of people seeing shadow people, seeing whatever. If you believe in ghosts or in spirits or paranormal shit, I think it's safe to say that aliens they're not too far from that.
No, it's a pretty badass video I took. But granted, my phone wasn't that great because it's an S20 or whatever, but it still caught the object getting so freaking bright. And when I showed my cousin this video, I was like, hey, check it out, this is what we caught. And she works as a dispatcher. And she told me, she's like, oh yeah, we get phone calls like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and people are always telling us that there's strange lights in the sky and somebody should go check it out. And there's like, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's not like we can go look in outer space and say, hey, what are you guys doing up there?
I don't know, man. I don't know what it would take for me to believe that they exist. I mean, I would like to see a little creature like E.T. pointing his freaking hands out. But another conspiracy are the Great Pyramids of Egypt. There's pyramids all over the world, but who do you believe built those pyramids? Logan?
Wasn't slaves.
I don't know, man. It's when you do the math of it, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people say math is as close as you can get to the truth. I don't see how any number of, I mean, it's always depicted in like pictures that it's like 10 slaves dragging this fucking huge stone block that weighs how many metric tons? There's no way. There's no way men did it. There's no way.
Let's see. The Great Pyramids of Giza is estimated to weigh around 6 million tons. It was constructed using 2.3 million large blocks.
There's just no way. I mean, you can see the depictions of like ramps and slaves like dragging like these rocks. I don't believe it. I mean, even with, modern technology that we have now, I don't see it being done. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and not only that, but I'm sure you saw the ancient aliens episode of, why else would, because there's pyramids all over the world.
Yeah. Why
are they all lined up in a straight line connecting with other pyramids that are around the world? There's no real way to logically explain that. Like, what, do we just get lucky? You know what I mean? Yeah. But they're like, just looking at them and having been to, well, I say to Egypt, but I mean, we passed by it. I saw the pyramids and then like the next deployment after I left the ship, my ship actually pulled into Egypt, and seeing the photos that fellow shipmates took of them, I was like, just seeing the sheer size of them. I don't know how it would. I can't. In all, God, I'm blanking on words. I can't, in my right mind, say that is a man-made structure. There's just no way.
2.5, dude. 2.5 to 15 tons each block. 1 ton is what, 2,000 pounds. So at the minimum, you're looking at what, 5,000 pounds per block. I mean, again, the thing is too, bro, like, was technology different back? I mean, this is back in the day, bro, but could there been some sort of extraterrestrial technology that they had back then that we don't have now? I mean, there's some theories that, hey, Egypt there was water there. They could have floated them up. I don't know how. But what do you think, Ninja?
Well, there's a thing I saw that said when Cleopatra was alive, her existing is much closer to the iPhone being invented than her being closer to when the pyramids of Giza were built. How fucking mind-blowing is that? And I think they said originally the rocks or the lime, it was covered in white paste for whatever reason, and there was a gold last piece at the top that's been stolen already. And for the longest time, all of us growing up as kids, history taught us that it was a pyramid built for the tombs of the dead kings and queens, whatever, which it turns out that wasn't even true. There was not one sarcophagus that was in that pyramid. It's like, what the fuck did they build it for if it wasn't to store the dead? And what was it for? And the chambers just go down on each side, and it's like, why would you make it so narrow? And who could have made it that narrow? It would have been impossible. And at the very bottom, there's a lake, there's water there. And then they found these man-made batteries in these clay pots and copper wire. And they have a theory that there's rods sticking out of on the inside, there's these rods. They think those are conductors for copper, and somehow they were able to figure out how to make electricity and provide electricity for everyone living that surrounding area. And they said Nikola Tesla figured it out. He figured out the fucking formula to conduct that much energy to provide free electricity for everyone. Well, and then when the big people found out, all of a sudden he fucking dies. And all of a sudden, they stole all of Nikola Tesla's journals, probably destroyed it, and it's gone. Nobody's ever seen it, and to this day, nobody can figure it out. Not even what's that dude's name? Neil Tyson deGrasse?
No, deGrasse.
That dude's IQ it's up there. Him, Tesla, Phil Nye, the science guy, whatever the fuck his name is, those guys can't even figure out what Nikola Tesla did to make that happen.
Did you hear the conspiracy? Brains. Did you hear the conspiracy that somehow Trump is somehow related to Nikola Tesla? You guys heard of that?
No, the only conspiracy theory that I read and turned out to be true is the royal family, King Charles is a descendant from Vlad the Beast of Dracula. It's true, bro. Alex Jones. I was gonna say it, but I don't want to get banned, bro.
Ninja confirmed.
Those damn frogs.
Vampires are real.
One theory is that they built it with a kind of liquid mud. Another theory is that they did it with telekinetic, says Thor. Have you guys ever heard of, a lot of conspiracies are saying that they were built by giants. Have you guys ever heard of the Anunnaki? Thor, have you ever heard of the Anunnaki?
Kind of.
Here, let me ask.
I've heard of giant theory before, but not for pyramids, no.
Anunnaki, yeah, kind of.
Let me see.
Dude, even Cat Williams brushed up on that too.
Oh, yeah. The Anunnaki, okay, so this is what Garak is telling me. The Anunnaki are a group of deities from ancient Mesopotamia mythology, particularly within the Sumerian, Akkadian, Assyrian, and Babylonian cultures. Here is an overview based on historical and mythical context. Etymology and origin. The term Anunnaki, also spelled blah blah blah, comes from Sumerian, where it can be translated as princely offspring or those royal seeds. They are considered descendants of Anu, a sky god, and Ki, and the earth goddess. Let's see, roles and functions. They are often depicted as judges of humanity, deciding the fates of individuals or civilizations. Some texts associate them with the heavens, while others link them to the underworld, acting as judges of the dead. In the Sumerian myth, Enki and the world order, they are described as determining human destinies. They were also seen as gods who helped maintain the cosmic order. Epic of Gilgamesh. Here, 7 Anunnaki is described as judges in the underworld. Let's see, cultural references. Has nothing, I don't see anything regarding their height. But apparently these guys were giants. I remember Darcy always talking about the Anunnaki. And maybe even tied it in with like, what was it in that movie? Moses. with Russell Crowe. I think there were giants. It was during the flood in the Bible, in Genesis, and apparently those were the Anunnaki. But you know, one theory is that these giants are the ones that place these epic boulders, and that's how the pyramids were built. I don't know. Ninja, you good? You're frozen.
Yeah, I'm good.
Your camera's a little frozen. I think it's...
What?
Or maybe she's just holding very, very still.
Yeah.
Like a ninja! Let's see, Thor says, yes, I have a heart about giants. I've heard about giants. They found some big bones and why there's so big steps in Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu is in Peru, not Mexico. But yeah, the thing is, there's pyramids all over the world. I don't know. I don't believe the pyramids of Giza are the tallest ones, though.
Isn't the one that's supposedly underground in Guatemala is supposed to be bigger? Oh. I saw that face expression.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Ask Urban Dictionary. That's right. I swear to God.
I'm asking AI. What's the biggest pyramid on Earth? I don't think it's the Giza pyramids. Okay, the Great Pyramid of Cholula has an estimated volume of 4.5 million cubic meters, making it the largest pyramid by volume. Comparison, it surpasses the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt in terms of volume. Although Giza pyramids is taller, has more familiar pyramid shape. The Pyramid of Cholula, just like the hot sauce, guys, is unique because it's not a single structure, but
Somebody lick it.
An accumulation of several pyramids built over time, one on the top of the other. This layering effect, combined with the broad base, contributes to its immense volume. Yeah. The height of it is 207. It's less due to erosion and vegetation. Bro, apparently pyramids, the pyramids, let's see. There's actually conspiracies of apparently where these point, they point exactly at certain stars or certain, the pyramids in Egypt and the pyramids in Mexico, they're all interconnected as some sort of fucking portals or some shit. That sounds wacky as far.
Well, was I still answering your question before I froze? Was it about giants or something?
Yeah, the Anunnaki.
Oh, yeah. Again, there are stories with my people about giants. They talk about the giants. My brain is flipping foggy right now. That there was one giant that would eat our people. They were just attacking them. And it took white shell woman or changing woman gave birth to two twins. And the two twins were guided by, I believe I think it was the horned toad or a deity that was telling them how to kill. So once they grew up, they went out and killed the giant, and they talk about, I think it was a sling. And I thought, ooh, that sounds biblical. And then in our stories, we talk about we're in the fourth world. You got the first world, the second world, the third world, and the fourth world. And each one of those worlds, it ended, but a certain catastrophe had to happen in order for us to go into the next world. So the last one, they talk about it being a flood. And then before that, the world was black. Everything was on fire, but it went black. It was full of smoke. And then I got to brush up on my fucking stories. But it's interesting how I have friends that are religious, and they talk about the Great Flood, Noah's Ark. And I said, I swear to God, our stories talk about that too. They talk about the Great Flood and how our people came from a different continent because this man showed sympathy for, I think it was a woman or a man who was blind in the streets. And then he foresaw that this event was going to happen, a big flood, disaster, whatever. And all he did was touch her or him. and they could see again. And he told them to get your people and go get on this structure and you'll be safe. You need to go now. So they took whatever they had, they went over on the boat, and they talk about a huge structure, and it took them before the flood happened. And that's how we ended up here in, I guess you could say, North America.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, gets kind of crazy about that. My mom was telling me that there's a story about that, about a certain man that could heal people, and they healed a woman because she couldn't see, and he felt bad for her because she needed to seek shelter or be safe. So to prove that he could do what he was doing, all he did was touch her, and she could see. Like, whoa!
It's like the stories of Jesus, man.
I know, isn't that crazy? And I remember Cat Williams was talking about,
most of them are.
And I remember Cat Williams was talking about those pyramids, and he was the one that brought up, and it made my mind go when he said that it's like, if these people were so great, or maybe they didn't know anything, why on earth would you build a structure like that, of all place, in a freaking desert? Why on sand?
Well, I don't think it was all sand back in the day.
Yeah, but when you think about it back then, it was probably different. What was that? Oh, anyways.
Do you think the pyramids of Giza, the Egyptians, do you think they're just periods to their tombs, or do you think that there's something mystical about them and right now we don't understand it?
Dude, I think there was something mystical about them. I think they were guided, or there had to be another fucking thing that was with them at that time period, just coaching them, taking them through whatever. And for whatever reason, they fucked up. I think they probably broke like a rule, like, okay, we'll teach you this, but whatever you do, don't use it for bad. And what did they do? They did all this dirty shit, and that's probably why they all got wiped out. And humanity had to start all over again. Man, the Sumerian thing, that rabbit hole is crazy too.
Logan, do you think they're just there for show, or do you think there's something else?
There's got to be something else. I mean, again, turning towards what I've seen on Ancient Aliens and Ninja bringing up the batteries, like, I believe they were a power source. I mean, it's hard to dispute that they weren't. Like, essentially what I think that it was in their time was that was their, oh god, what are they called? Ninja's parents worked at one. I keep wanting to say electrical factory, but yeah, I think that was their version of a power with the tunnels and like and copper and things like that. Like, I can see, like how it would have been a power plant. I mean, they already had a slight technology of batteries and somewhat understanding of electricity. So why not? I mean, it's too crazily similar to certain things that we have now with modern technology to really just be like, oh yeah, they just wanted to bury their dead in it and like make a huge monument for so that they'll be remembered. Maybe it was both. Why couldn't it have been both? I mean, their resources were pretty limited, so I mean, they just combined and made do. And along with Ninja's theory of they fucked up and broke a rule. Like, look at what happens in modern days. And people get power, and they get close to people with power. They start to abuse it, and they didn't like that. Makes sense to me.
I do think, they say that Nikola Tesla but knew how to harness energy, harness electricity free. Like there's a way to harness free energy, and they didn't want that going out. So that was one why he was, no longer with us. But son of a bitch, bro, check this out. We got Spets in chat. We got freaking Dark Hills.
Spets!
Oh, Ninja logged out. We got Dark Hills. What's up, Dark Hills? How you doing, bro? And Munson, Bumblebee Tuna says Munson. Munson, it's been actually. We got Roy Munson here, who hasn't been here in forever. How you doing, Roy? Oh shit, Ninja, call us back. Call us back, Ninja. She left the screen. She's lagging out, but not lagging out. Hopefully she'll call back in. We're trying to get Ninja back in, guys, but we're gonna move. There we see. I got a call coming in. Ninja.
What the hell just happened?
You keep leaving us.
Deep State figured out what we were talking about, and their first target was Ninja.
I know,
Soon
right?
I'll be next. I'll be next. You watch.
You guys, all right, so we've spent the first hour talking about conspiracies. So, let's stop that bullshit. Let's go into... These questions are for you guys too that are vibing in chat. If you guys haven't done so already, do me a favor and like the video. So, we're going to be talking... Our next subject is your favorite childhood toys. For me, my favorite toys were, I did a lot of Play-Doh. I action figures, marbles, pogs, but my bike, my skateboard, my baseball mitt, my bat, my NES, my Sega, those were my things growing up for me. What were some of your guys' favorite items? Whoever wants to go first.
Whichever way.
All right. I'm trying to think of everything that I'm, in all honesty, I mainly played with Lego when I was younger.
Really?
And it's, I don't want to go too, dark with it, but I mean, I always loved Lego just for the freedom of the build. Just building random things, but not only that, but it always seemed like that's what, the stepmom liked when I was doing that. It was either that or reading. I had a bike, but I never really took it out much just because I've talked about it before. My room was safe, so that's where I would stay. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, Lego was it, man. I think I did make the most memories though. Honestly, playing with my little Dragon Ball Z figures with my sister. So I mean, Dragon Ball Z was our childhood growing up. We'd stay up late to watch it. We had the action figures. We were so into it. So I mean, between Lego and Dragon Ball Z figures, those were hands down my two favorite toys that I had.
That's beautiful, bro. Ninja, did you have any toys growing up? Or were you just being a badass? Starting fires.
Oh man. That's hard to pick because I remember the only toys that we had were the Green Army Men.
Yeah.
We had a lot of Green Army Men, marbles, slingshots, Hot Wheel cars when they were actually made out of metal, and then when you flip them upside down, you can see the details of underneath the cars. We had BB guns, but mostly I was outside. I played outside, and with our army men and cars, we used to make a lot of mud bombs. So when the ground was wet, we used to make little bombs, and maybe my brother used to get these little twigs and put them in there and make them look like grenades. And
so we found snow fighting. You were building mud, and you were tossing
it was mud stuff. And then we would build forts with the mud and build walls. And we had this old trash can lid that we found, and the flip handle, we would use that as a shield. And then we would take a black spray paint and spray paint a target on there. And my brother would be on the opposite side of the fort. I would be on my side, and we'll just start playing cowboys and Indians. Ironic. And and then
oh my god, that's like the equivalent of Logies. We're playing crackers and some other. We
We were playing crackers and real estate.
It's like we're gonna colonize you so hard, you better surrender.
We're gonna fucking take your land. You guys, live vibe chat. What were your favorite toys growing up? I want to hear from you guys. What other toys were out there, dude? I mean, I had my Nintendo was really big. Game Boys. Logie, what was your first gaming system?
We talking handheld or console?
Both.
Handheld was a green Game Boy Color, and console was the PS1.
Nice.
I believe we wanted a Nintendo, but couldn't afford it at the time. And then, I remember one Christmas opening up a PS1, and oh my god, it was like the best thing ever.
Oh, hell yes, dude. Ninja, did you do any gaming as a kid?
I forgot to mention I rode a lot of horses when I was a kid. Yeah, I did. We had a Super Nintendo.
Oh, hell yeah. Donkey Kong.
Yeah, we had Super Nintendo. I remember playing Mortal Kombat. I remember playing Super Mario, Duck Hunter. I remember playing Basic Instinct. Basic Instinct used to be my favorite game as a kid. I remember playing Aladdin.
I think it was
Aladdin and Lion King. Oh, we would never pass the fucking Lion King. Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles.
Dude, Aladdin was a classic. The music, that side profile, I loved Aladdin on the Sega Genesis.
Oh, and we would visit my cousins. He had a Sega, the black console with the huge black brick of a hand controller. I remember
Sega
playing
32.
Sonic on that thing. Yeah. And then we had a Game Boy, the big gray brick one that took like 6 AA batteries or something.
Yep.
My favorite game to play off of that was Zelda.
Oh, what was that video we saw yesterday? The guy with the waterbed. What was he playing? It was on the GameCube.
He was playing Zelda Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask.
Oh, bro, that pillow. Ugh. That's
I
gross.
didn't get to see the pillow.
He shows it at the end. The pillow was on his sofa. There was no sheet on it. It was like grimy, drool marks.
It was
brown.
old. Brown and yellow stains, but I bet it's
Bro.
the comfiest pillow.
Comfy spawn like Doki, dude. Spet said G.I. Joe.
Smells
He
like
had
head
200
grease.
of them.
Head grease and cigarettes.
And Mountain Dew.
And Mountain Dew. And
Loves my-
Vaseline.
Love my Atari. Dark Hills played the Atari. He was probably playing Pong, Frogger. Dude, what was... I mean, there was a... Yeah, Frogger was really popular. But dude, Thor had a freaking Commodore 64. You're showing your age, Dark Hills. And Thor. The Commodore 64, I think that came out before the Atari. I'm not sure.
Oh, it did.
Did it?
I believe it did.
JD had the Ultimate Warrior wrestling buddy. I beat the crap out of and kind of Matchbox cards, but you guys remember those Ultimate Warrior? What? I think Hulk Hogan. What were they called? Wrestling buddy. Let me look that up.
Were those like the pillow dolls that that were like shaped and like patterned to look like wrestlers at the time?
I remember the stretch, the wrestling stretch dolls.
Stretch Armstrong.
I said stretch, not sex. Stretch dolls, okay?
Let's see.
But that was his name, Stretch Armstrong.
For those people wondering what the wrestling buddies were, I don't know if you guys can see that in, Logie and Ninja, what's on the screen. But, dude, the wrestling buddies were everywhere, bro. The wrestling buddies, I had the Ultimate Warrior. Oh, look at that Macho Man. I didn't know they make all these other ones, though. Look at that crazy snake. Jake the freaking Snake, dude. With floppy
I didn't
disks-
really
ahead.
have any big toys that you guys talk about, but I do remember seeing them in stores. It's just that my upbringing was entirely different than most people because I grew up in the boonies and fuck nowhere, and if we had access at the mall to like KB Toys or what was that one store with the giraffe? It's blowing my mind right now. Toys R Us, Babies R Us. I remember seeing those there, but we just never bought them because my parents were strict about things that we would ask for. But we'll see them and we'll play with the samples. I remember the watches that had the little games on it and they were transparent. I remember I wanted one so bad. I so wanted a fucking Power Ranger Morphin belt. And a little watch. I hated freaking kids that walked around with that. I was like, you rich bastard. I'm going to go get one someday. I never did.
You can get one now, Ninja.
I
Even better, we got it
eBay.
when we're 40. Holy shit, dude. We got, look at that, long time no see. Stein, how are you? Yo giggity,
Holy
yo
crap.
viberinos. Sorry for being MIA for a bit.
Hey, we finally got a Canadian here, so you can ask all your Canadian questions. When we did the Trudeau segment.
Any questions are done. Dude, I'm sorry to hear, Stein. I'm sorry. He had a passing in the family. He needed to log off.
Oh, okay.
Brother, you're in my fucking thoughts, bro. I'm gonna pray for you, Stein. I hope you're doing good, brother. The football Tiger game was fun for 5 minutes. Oh my god, why does that sound so familiar?
Tiger Electronics, the shittiest video games you could get, but everybody bought them.
Is it the vibrating ones? Tiger, hold on, let me see. Oh, the handheld games.
Are you talking about the ones that have like the cowboy where like and it's shooting at the top of the? I remember I had one of those. It just got two buttons on one side, two little buttons on the other.
If you look at our stream, oh my god, this is nostalgic as hell. Roy Munson, thank you for bringing this out. I used to have this one right here. This one was one of my favorite ones. I had the Sonic one. Oh my god, this baseball one I had too. The game, what is it? Game Talks, X-Men, dude. These were like super. Oh my god, dude. I remember having a Die Hard one. These things were freaking awesome. Did you have any of these, Logie?
I remember having a Spyro one. I actually think came in a McDonald's Happy Meal because I remember McDonald's used to hand these out. So I remember playing a Spyro one. Of course, I had a Dragon Ball Z one. I want to say I had a Batman one at one point in time. But like most remember having, but those are the three that I like 100% remember having.
Well, those are good ones to fucking have, dude. I remember the Disney ones. Like this. Did you say you played with these, Ninja? I'm sorry.
You know what? I apologize. I can't see anything that you're on your screen because I'm doing all of this on my phone. But if you guys are talking about what I think you're talking about, I remember having a handheld one that was like a Western style Gunsmoke slinger. So your point of view was here, and you're looking up towards the saloon, and you're shooting the bad guys that are on top of the saloon.
Oh my god, it's probably this one right here, Showdown, Wild West Showdown. That could
Is that it?
Or it could be this one. It could be All-American Tales, an American Tales. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm looking up Western. Oh wait a minute, dude, it could be one of these. I had a Die Hard one, dude. I had a Die Hard. I don't. It was kind of looked like a Game Boy rather than. Oh no, I don't see it. Oh man.
If my memory is right. There it is. Yeah. It's okay. Showdown. There it is.
Okay, so it was that. Let's see. Die
Oh,
Hard.
5-0 goes west. How cute.
Oh my god, why do American. Oh my god, there it is. This one, I remember this, dude. I want to get one of these. 1991. I remember I was in, this was all my Toys R Us type of stuff here, bro. And birthday gifts and stuff. These are the type of things that you would get in the 90s. You get these little.
Yep.
And it's just LEDs, bro. Like, I mean, you look now, your iPad can play like fucking Xbox 360 graphics or even more. Or it can be like a Xbox, really. But Die Hard was so freaking fun, dude. What other toys? Live Vibe. Let's see. First console was Teletennis Pong. All right, let me just catch up with chat here, guys. I had a My Buddy doll. Oh my god, that's the chat. Here. Let me. You guys remember My Buddy? Ninja.
Doesn't
My
sound
Buddy.
familiar.
You did. Why can't I? My.
Bro, why didn't you guys tell me I was filming my flipping forehead this whole time?
I tried to tell you about you filming just your mouth eating snacks, but you decided to ignore me.
Bro,
I was trying to do it. I was trying to do it discreetly so that I just wouldn't call attention to it. But
well, it's just because my situation with my flipping laptop, and it decides to work now, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like fucking like this.
I just thought you just didn't give a shit, Ninja. So I was like, I would just letting you do your thing. That's cool, as long as we can hear you. But you've been framed perfectly fine. It's not like we were like just seeing one eyeball when you were talking. You're good. Oh man, but yes,
No.
my buddy was good. I think one of my younger brothers had one of these. The Chucky doll.
absolutely not. That's the Chucky doll. Hell no, dude. That shit comes alive at night.
No, that's a
Who
good
said they had one?
Dark
Hills. The fact that you managed to live through that experience, I'm proud of you. That thing was plotting your murder every night.
Yeah, I remember I had a Raggedy Ann doll. My mom bought me one, and I remember I threw that thing in another bedroom because I just did not like that doll, and I hated that she wanted me to play with dolls, but that thing was fucking creepy. Without knowing anything that has to do with the movie franchise of the Annabelle thing, it was just a creepy looking doll. I didn't like it. I would put a blanket over it so it wouldn't look at me.
Didn't Raggedy Ann have like yarn type of red hair?
Yeah, like button eyes and bright red hair. It was fucking creepy.
Did you guys read any Goosebump books?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're looking at some right now. I do look at there's an Amazon link to them. I mean, I'm sure you could go on eBay and buy like 100 of them for like $30.
Oh yeah.
But they're nostalgic, bro. I mean, as a kid, is there? Well, I was gonna say, is there a book series that lets kids, the younger kids read? But I'm sure the Harry Potter books, fucking all these kids are reading. All right, guys.
I remember when Harry Potter first came out, and like people were like, it's an adult book. Kids shouldn't be reading this. It's up for the devil." I'm like, I've read all of them. What do you mean?
Dude, the best thing about reading is that you're using your imagination, bro. And when you're a kid, you're probably thinking of some wacky ass shit. We're all fucked up. Our imaginations have like kind of gone for some reason.
Are these the same people that are going to come out and put a stop to, all of the explicit now books that kids have access to in school?
Oh God, I think that's changing, man. I think that's gonna change. I think did you guys hear about? I think Congress passed something where in high school sports, no biological man can compete in women's sports. Did you guys hear anything about that?
I mean, as they shouldn't. I mean, that should be a given. In my opinion, anyway. You know, like it's just what I feel like. I mean,
I get it, dude. No. It's
yeah. I'm trying not to be like, you know, I'm trying not to get the stream shut down. So I'm trying to think of the correct words to say here. I mean, look at God, what's something Thomas. Look how that panned out.
Yeah.
You know,
Leah
the
Thomas?
swimmer. Yes.
Destroying the
look how
competition.
that panned out. You know what I mean?
What do you think, Ninja?
I'm female, so can I say what I want?
Go for it.
I'm pulling out my female privilege card.
Oh, how dare you!
It's 2025. She's
Dude.
allowed to do that, Chris.
I know, damn it.
It's the golden age.
Respect my authority, Chris. Dude, boys and guys don't belong in women's sports, dudes. I had a hell of a time trying to be on the wrestling team in middle school because we were co-ed. Because the girls, there was only me and one other girl that wrestled, so we had no choice but to wrestle with the guys. And her and I, we were only allowed to wrestle as independents. We couldn't get the white singlet, the red singlet, and the black singlet. It was supposed to signify like your levels. So the top tier was the black singlet, and then the red was like the sophomore level, and then the white was like the junior level, and then the independents were just the ones that couldn't cut, making that weight. So you kind of just wrestle on your own, and your points don't really get added up with your team, and you won't get to travel and compete in tournaments. So we had to fucking work so goddamn hard just to be in the independent level. I did win a few matches. I would say it's like 50-50. I wasn't the greatest, but it was challenging wrestling with the boys though. But it was fun. I had fun. And a lot of the guys that I wrestled with, they were pretty cool. We were buddies.
There we go, guys. Opinion from a woman. Yeah, I just think, you know, the bone density, testosterone, it's just like Logan was like having a hard time to explain it. Like, this shouldn't even been a question. Like, it's that obvious. Now, granted, we're just older, man. We're just older. But did you guys see? Okay, so obviously we got what, 4 more days till we have a new president. And in 2017, in the inaugural thing, Trump releases his inaugural presidential photo. And in 2017, I'm going to show you on the iPad right here. This dude had the biggest freaking smile for that photo. Now, what got released today, this, I don't know if you guys can see that in chat. That is Trump's 2017 presidential, you know, photo that they use for marketing or whatever. Bro, this is the one that he just released. And what do you guys, why did Trump make this face? And what do you guys think? Like, this is very similar to his mugshot photo. Head tilted down, the look. To me, this photo tells me shit's about to fucking go down, dude. Like, this is telling me right here.
That's the face of a determined man that shit's like, oh man.
This is telling me, bro, you're fucking mine, dude. This is like, it's about to go down. Do you see this, Ninja? What does his face tell you? Redemption.
Bro, I can't. God damn it! I'm about to invest myself like what Logie did. Just get a goddamn PC and everything. I'm so sick and tired of laptops. No, I can't. I'm using my phone to do all this. I can't. Okay. I can't see it.
You're good. You're good. I was gonna.
The eyes just the eyes are telling me like you're done. Like,
this is.
Did you say it's like his mugshot?
No, it's the look he has for his new presidential portrait or whatever. This means business. Like, JD, what do you guys think in chat, bro? I hear him saying, I tried to be nice. Dude, this is like...
Yes. Actually, yes. Oh my...
Yeah.
Wow, I can imagine, bro.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready for change, dude. I think this world needs to be shaken up, dude. It's just, it seems, I don't know. Does it seem like eerily quiet? Do you guys feel like there's like this calmness in the air?
It ain't
Yes.
quiet no more. What are you talking about?
No, if
Dude.
like I was talking to Jesse about this, it just feels a little weird, bro.
Conspiracy theory. Notice how the closer we get to Inauguration Day, things are starting to happen.
Yeah, I know. These
I don't
fires in
think
LA.
I don't actually think it's as quiet as you think it is, man.
Do you think it's? Do you think? I mean, tomorrow's Friday. We got 3 more days. Do you think something is gonna happen? Do you think they're gonna try to stop the inauguration?
Do another Proud Boy fucking safad? I think so.
I'm willing to. I would. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go out and say I will bet a $20 super chat that something happens on Inauguration Day, and I'll pay up if I win or lose. Something. I'm willing to bet a $20 fucking super chat that something's gonna happen Inauguration Day.
Jesse mentioned something that China just did a press release, or there was something that happened with the DJI drones. Do you know there's a software, or there's some sort of blockage where you cannot fly these drones around airports. If you fly it in a non-drone safe way, it'll just shut it down. It'll return it home. But apparently, now I should probably look this up live. He said that they deactivated that. China did. First, I didn't know DJI was a Chinese product, but I mean, you guys, I'm sure have heard of the Huawei televisions that Trump caught. That apparently China was spying on people, that they don't sell here anymore. But I don't know, dude. It just, maybe that eerie feeling is, maybe it's something that Logie and you guys were referring to. Like maybe it's something possibly big might happen. I don't know. Thor, hoping it's a good calm before the storm. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Ninja?
I'm not gonna match what Logie bet. I'll say like $10, not 20. I can do 10. Like I said earlier, I think something will happen. I'll be more specific. I think they're gonna try to revamp that fucking thing that they keep talking about with January 6th. I think they're gonna try to make him look like he's I don't want to call him a white supremacist, but like just a racist person. They're gonna try to group up these group of people to make it look like the Republicans are nuts, they're racist, whatever, and they're just gonna do something big. That's my $10 bet.
All right. I mean, we're all kind of similar. We have a similar thought process to this. What do you guys think about this last post by Trump? I want to say it's one of his latest ones, but he posted this today. And, with everything happening in Hollywood, obviously the LA fires and stuff like that, underground tunnels, whatever you want to talk about. But he posted this, and I don't know what the hell he means by this, but I'm going to read it to you, Ninja, because I know you're not seeing this. But he says, "It is my honor to announce John Voight. John Voight, I don't know if you know who he is. He was the dad in National Treasure. So here we go. It's my honor to announce John Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone to be special ambassadors to a great but very troubled place, Hollywood, California. They will serve as special envoys to me for the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries, back bigger, better, and stronger than ever before. These 3 very talented people will be my eyes and ears. I will get done what they suggest. it will again be like the United States of America itself, the golden age of Hollywood. What do you think he means by this? I'm just like, Hollywood ambassadors, eyes and ears. What do you think he means?
Why
I
them?
have no idea.
His plants? Why them? That's so weird. I would have thought
That was my first
Mel
question.
Gibson.
Why them? A, why celebrities? B, why them? And like, yeah, special ambassadors. Like, I mean, okay, so how do I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase this. You're gonna have celebrities be your special ambassadors and your eyes and ears on the ground, and trust them to make decisions for, say, the common people of California.
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it because they're well known and people will feel like,
okay? For those who don't
feel like
know,
they're actually like listening,
Yeah.
or
For you-
it doesn't make sense to me. Is what I'm getting at here.
if you have any questions regarding Jon Voight, Mel Gibson, Sylvester Stallone, all three of them have been to like Republican national conventions. They're all allies of Trump. These are the celebrities. You know, Mel Gibson, you know, Passion of the Christ. Mel Gibson has been very vocal with like human trafficking, child trafficking. Jon Voight has been really vocal on X, being a huge Trump supporter. And Sylvester Stallone likewise, right? He goes to Mar-a-Lago. They're basically guys, most of the celebrities are left-leaning. But okay, so they pick him as a special an ambassador. To me just means like, I appoint you an ambassador. I don't know, but they will serve as special envoys for me to the purpose of bringing Hollywood, which has lost much business over the last 4 years, to foreign countries. So maybe it's basically, you know, the way Hollywood is moving, they're not filming in America, they're filming in other countries because it's cheaper. I don't know, but I thought this was very, very strange.
I always thought filming in other countries was just to like make sure that they get like, you know, the setting and scene correct. I mean, hell, how much of Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand? You know what I mean? Like that felt like it felt like a Middle Earth type deal. I can already, like, in all honesty, I can already hear the outcries just because Mel Gibson was mentioned. I mean, I'm sure you've seen all the past stories with Mel Gibson, and I mean the South Park episode making fun of him and shit like that. So I mean, like, I can already tell there's going to be an uproar that his name is in there. But in all honesty, I just mainly have questions, but it's also because I don't follow celebrities like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I'm not interested or invested in any celebrity's life or beliefs or anything like that. So like I will say thank you for, you know, explaining, you know, why, you know, it's these three individuals in particular, but you know, because I don't know anything about them or what they do, because in all honesty, I don't care. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, 90%. You know, it's always in my mind that 90% of what celebrities do is just for publicity, and they don't actually care about what the hell they're actually talking about or feel passionate in any way, shape, or form. I mean, shit, I've literally been waiting for the ads to come across my YouTube of celebrities asking us, the common folk, to help donate to the people of California instead of using their own billions, what they have to, you know, help out their fellow Californians.
Speaking of, well, first let me see. Dark Hill says the CIA director Sarah Adams interviewed on a podcast with Sean Ryan, an ex-Navy SEAL, and she said there is 1,500 Taliban members in the U.S. and the borders have been opened, and they are planning something this year. Attacks the U.S.? Question mark. And then I don't want to highlight that comment, but yeah, it's just about to go down. Says Dark Hills. Bro, that's the people. You know, that's, you know, they hear Trump say, "Oh, close the borders." They immediately think, "Oh, Mexicans." Like, bro, We got Taliban. We got so many different terrorists from all over the world coming through our northern and southern borders, but the media spins it a certain way. You know what I mean? It's just bullshit, bro. But I'm ready for declassification. I am ready for that darkness to be turned into light, bro. It's just, dude, like, why would he tweet this or post? You know what I mean? Like, it's a fucking reality show, bro.
It's a movie.
Yes, Thor.
I love
absolutely. You guys, let's see. Where do we leave? Where do we have? Let me see if I got. Well, I mean, you guys mentioned the whole LA fires thing, right? Do you think they're telling people that lost right now? One of the latest stuff is that they're telling people whose houses burned down that they still have to pay their property tax and mortgages and rent. What do you think about that? With their $750 check that they're getting.
That's an actual thing, like that's been said that they no, not a chance. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, so to play devil's advocate here, okay, so technically, yes, they still do own the land that comes with property tax. However, to pay a mortgage on a house that's not there anymore, why? There's nothing left. Now, like, hell. Okay. You know what? I'm just going to come out and say it. How about, I don't know, Biden, maybe on your way out the door, instead of giving them $750, how about you fulfill a promise that you made long ago about debt forgiveness on that instead of college?
Dude.
Boom.
I don't know if you can see this, Logan. Los Angeles homeowners who lost their homes in wildfires must still pay their mortgage and property taxes, New York Post says. These people are, just wait until they find out they won't get any insurance coverage. I'm just reading off some comments on basically them having to pay property taxes and all that shit. It doesn't make sense. The government should do something about it. No shit. Odd. When I was in a flood, my mortgage company offered me 6-month pause. What do you mean? How does that make sense? They took out a loan to buy the house. That loan needs to be paid back. If they have insurance and can't pay it back, then bankruptcy. We all take that risk when we take out loans. This is not different. People need to revolt. This is not right. That's outrageous. People have lost everything, shouldn't be burdened with debt. It's time for some common sense reforms to help those affected by natural disasters. Elon Musk's vision for a more compassionate society is exactly what we need right now. I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about this.
Ninja, your thoughts?
I was gonna. This is gonna sound like fucking fucked up and dark, but I kind of want to say welcome to the club. Like, by that I mean it's about land. Look where my people fucking ended up. We ended up on the reservation. It was all about fucking land. And here, how it looks to me, it's about water rights, it's about land. So what quicker way to eliminate a mass amount of people to get them the fuck out of here? And from what I heard, they were historic old homes that have originally been there since like the early 1900s. So I'm pretty sure they probably had their fair share of fighting, getting lawyers, and keeping their paperwork and documents up to date and spiffy to stay where they are and to keep the state from taking it. So this was like the easy grab. And to keep them, I'm not even shocked that they're going to make them pay for the mortgage for a house that's not there and pay property tax. What an easy way to take land away from somebody that can't afford it anymore. And then I know right now everyone's jumping on Gavin Newsom right now. They're all over his ass.
Yeah.
The shit he said on television about his goal about making the Olympics happen, which I don't even know why he's fucking talking about that right now. He sees in the foreseeable future, oh yeah, we're going to make it happen. We're going to do everything we can. And then he's talking about, what is that shit he said? What did you say, Chris? 2.0 or something? The new
Oh, yeah.
LA 2.0.
LA. Yeah, that was
LA
Robert.
2.0?
LA 2.0.
Yeah, he talked about that on the news, talked about making it better. And another thing they brushed up on was the area, I think it's called I can't,
Almeida?
I got fog brain. Yeah. They have plans of making townhouses, apartments,
Oh yeah.
make it affordable from everyone. I was like, oh, instead of rebuilding your house so you can keep it, we're just going to put apartment complexes and make it easily accessible for everyone.
You will
So
own
pretty much
nothing and
turning
be
it
happy.
into Hong Kong.
And give 90% of it to the homeless, I'm sure.
Hey, don't forget 10% of the big guy.
Not the actual people who lost their homes. I mean, like, you know, the homeless that were on the streets previous that now get luxury hotel rooms for free.
Yeah, I've already had some people who obviously don't live here. They've put notes in our mailbox this past week. A little note that has a number, and it says that they want to buy our toy hauler. Is the RV for sale? Is the RV for sale? So I think those people are coming out here to the Antelope Valley trying to buy RVs and whatever they can find so they can have a place to live.
Yeah,
even with the last fire that they had, which was right here in Pinon Hills a couple of years ago. I shared pictures on the live with that, I think, when we had that big fire right here.
Yeah,
even those people, their houses that burnt down, they're still living in RVs right now in just rando spots in the desert right next to us.
It's fucked up, dude. Like, how are we spending billions to Ukraine and we can't even take care of our own people, bro?
It's instead of actual money.
Yes, it is.
This is the latest, guys, on the fire. As of January 16th, is it the 16th already? I thought it was the 15th. Holy shit, it's the 16th. Casualties and impact, at least 27 people are believed to be dead, with more than a dozen others unaccounted for. Approximately 29,000 students have been affected by these fires. The fires have destroyed or damaged over 12,000 structures across 45 square miles of densely populated LA County. Fire detail. Palisades fire started in the Pacific Palisades on January 7th. Oh my God, it's been over 2 weeks. Well, has covered more than 23,000 acres, destroying about 5,000 structures, and is currently, dude, that fire is 22% contained, bro.
Yeah.
That's freaking wild. Yeah, it's, again, like I think I mentioned it yesterday, this is the most costliest natural disaster since Katrina. I mean, it's already estimated between like $250 to $275 billion worth of damages, and Katrina in 2005 was freaking $200 billion. Like, how does it take that long, bro? Like, how, I mean, is it the winds, do you think, that are just making it so hard for choppers and planes to do drops? I don't know, man. A 2-week long fire, dude. What do you guys think, man?
Yeah, I think it's the wind, because the wind out here gets pretty gnarly. I can imagine what it's like over there, but down here in the valley, we get dust storms, literal dust storms, to where the wind blows so hard you can't even see the mountains anymore because it's just covered with fucking dirt. And all the brushes here, they're dry. They're really, really dry, which is why I commented on a few live vibes ago that once you spark that fire, these brushes out here, they light up so quick like a Christmas tree. And they burn for a while.
Well, they were saying that once it rains, you get this new brush, right? Whenever it rains, you just get a new plantation. And what happens is, dry season, those things shrivel up, and then you're screwed. Like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like you need water, right? LA is a desert. It needs to be hydrated. But then when it does do that, it just creates more brush. Then it gets back dry, and then... You know, it's in my opinion, it's mismanagement. Trump has been calling it for years to clear the forest, and I mean the dam being shut down, bro. This is I know, Ninja, you cannot see this, but this meme is hilarious, bro. Logan's gonna be able to see, but I'll read you the meme, Ninja. It's I think it's, that looks like, I don't know who it is. So here we go. We be getting $100 parking ticket for being next to an empty fire, for being next to an empty fire hydrant.
I've seen that.
Because you know, you guys,
man.
it's illegal, right, to park in front of a fire hydrant, and or I mean, not like I would say illegal, bro. The firefighters are gonna smash those windows, right, Raven? Those firefighters are gonna just smash those windows and whatever. But if these fucking hydrants are empty, they should not be getting fined. That's fucked up.
It's still illegal, whether it's full or empty. All right, follow the law.
This is how we have anarchy start, Chris.
Oh man.
Chris, did you know that they made a new law now in California starting January 1st of 2024? You know how people on the streets that are fighting for parking spots next to the curb?
Okay.
From here on out, you're no longer allowed to park on the curb that's 20 feet from a traffic sign or from an intersection. You can't park there anymore.
No shit. That even in like neighborhoods?
Yeah, even in neighborhoods, you can't do that anymore. They passed it. I don't know why, but I think that's fucking stupid knowing that public parking is almost impossible to find right now. Absolutely nothing is fucking free in California. Not even air. Air's not even free.
Bro, you guys, whatever happened, I mean, to parking, you know, you would go to a ball game and you pay $5 for parking. Bro, you go to like Disneyland or Disney World or a concert or a ball game, bro, parking at minimum is like $25 to park. What the fuck happened there?
It's inflation.
It's $80 a park. What are you talking about?
Well, some camping spots, right? But California is just, bro, it's just a shithole, bro. It's so freaking bad. But Ninja, I want your opinion on this, and Logie.
Oh god.
You can't read this. I know Logie can. Women know who's next in the line after a breakup. Men don't. Is this true? If a woman breaks up with someone, does more or less she already have someone lined up? In the from a woman's perspective?
No comment.
If I were to jump back into my high school and college years, yes, I would say that's true. But right now, in my in my prime, my old prime, I don't have friends like that no more. If anything, I got one friend left, but I see her once every 2 years, and she lives in Cal City. So I can't 100% say it's like that now. Probably not with women my age, or maybe I'm just different because I don't associate myself with a friend crowd, a girlfriend crowd like that.
You're one of the boys.
I don't fuck with that. Yeah, there you go.
She's got the biggest balls of any of us. Come on. Of course she's one of the boys.
She does. She has them Caitlyn Jenner's, bro. She puts us to shame, Logie. She just
they hang so low. I'm getting stretch marks right above my fupa. You know, it's how hard it's.
Whoa!
That's how hard it's low.
Where did that come from? Hey, Live Vibe. What do you guys think about this woman? Do you think women know who's next after a breakup, or men? Or turn the question around. Like, do you think men? I mean, I don't know. When I've never... shit, dude. I think that is so heartless, bro. That is some fucked up shit. If you're in a relationship, say for like 8-9 years, dude, and you're with a woman, and it's like a man... When a man loves his woman, like, I don't know, there's nothing that can break that, right? But to have someone just like fucking, I mean, maybe you see this a lot in like young people, right? Young people, you're just young and dumb, bro. You want to bounce around, and I get that. But I don't think as like a upper 20s, 30s, 40s, I don't think they do this. I don't know.
I can say from my own personal experience, like, I've never known who was next. I've known who I wanted to be next. You know what I mean? But like, I I'm not gonna say that women exactly know who's next. You know what I mean? Like everybody's different, but I will say, probably, I'm kind of on the side with Ninja with this one. The younger they are, like, teens, oh yeah, they know who's next. Come on. But like the older you get, yeah, no, like you have no idea. You know what I mean? There's just no way to tell because it's a whole different mindset afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's true because women gossip. They tell each other stories and they text each other everything about updates, what they heard, and we tell each other everything, and then it bites us in the fucking ass later. So I can see how that can be true, that they can see who might be next because these ladies will gossip to each other on who they like, who they dislike.
That's fucking sad, bro. I mean, you see in these like street interviews, these women who have like 3, 4, 5 side guys and shit like that. The thing is, when a woman approaches a man, bro, and wants to do, guys are simple. We're like, yes. I think it's a lot harder.
I'm just happy to be involved.
Exactly. I'm just happy for someone to touch my pee-pee, basically. But but fuck, dude. Girls have it so, I think they just have it easy, dude. It's so tough for a man. It's so much harder for a man. I think than it is for women. Why some women interest on men when he got a girlfriend, like, can smell it. But if you're single, nobody cares of you. Oh, I think what you're trying to mean here is like once you're locked up with someone, you become more attractive to the other female. Is that true, Ninja? Once say, I don't know, does it make someone more attractive when he's off the market?
I think so.
Logan?
I think so. Makes your fantasies run wild.
I'm gonna break that shit up, bro. I am better than that
Every
person.
man I've ever been in love with has always already been married because I know they're safe.
Robert.
Oh, where's Robert? Where's
Robert?
Yeah. Fuck.
But I don't know, man. I mean, like, in all honesty, if I, like, there's been times where, in my younger years, I was at a bar and, saw the ring. I'm like, yep, nope, not doing it. Or someone says they have a boyfriend. Okay, cool, bye. It's just like, I've never really wanted to, I didn't want to be the other guy or, just like, I've seen and heard the stories of what we men do and shit. I'm just like, I don't want to be that. And like, it's weird though, because like on the other side, like when I announced that I had a girlfriend, I had 4 females hitting me up being like, does she make you happy? Do you actually like her? Or are you just with her to get some? And I'm just like, what, why are you so interested in this? Like, you haven't talked to me in years. Where's this coming from?
Fuck. Yeah, I'm the same with you. I don't give a shit if it doesn't make anyone more attractive or say someone that you're interested and they have or they get a boyfriend or whatever. I give 2 fucking shits, dude. Farquaad says he's just happy to be here. Logie, you're gonna make Dark jealous, says Raymond. Stop it.
Dark already knows he has nothing to be jealous of. I'm wearing his hat. Come on.
Put that hat close to the camera, bro. Let the vibe know. You guys, you can get some Dark Hill merch, bro. Links are down below. Pick up a Dark Hill European man's hat. That's dope hat, bro.
Logie, you never answered my question. I asked will that hat increase my credit score before I go see my tax lady?
I have yet to go see my tax person, so I will let you know afterwards. I'm not going to give you false information.
I'll be like, sold.
Dude, no taxes, bro. Trump's going to come in and be like, he's going to ban federal taxes, bro. We're not going to have to pay taxes. That's going to... Fuck tax season, bro. By the end of January, we should legally have like our W-2s or whatever tax forms. But when's the deadline to file taxes? Like in April or some shit, right? I always
believe it's April 15th, I think.
Yeah.
Adulting sucks, bro. Fuck that. I am moving. Go ahead, Ninja.
I got a question. Are people in chat giving Vinci Lawless a chocolate bar? Because I sense his presence for some weird reason. So somebody give him a goddamn chocolate bar, please, por favor.
He says, Logie Bear, I'm single if you're a
He's
dad.
not him when he's hungry.
Yeah, he's
Well, see,
Lawless,
that's
you're
the
not
thing.
you when without a fucking sneaker. So someone give him a candy bar, please.
Lawless, you're a little too high maintenance for me. Sorry.
JD asked Logie, does she make you happy?
She makes me extremely happy, especially since she's watching right now.
Woo! There you go, JD. What's up, Flex Luther? How you doing, bro? No tax on tips, especially for gig workers. No tax on tips. Screw tips, bro. JD, here you go, Lawless, with love from Ninja. Lawless got his candy bar.
Hell yes, that's what I want to hear.
Let's
Hey,
see,
we
chat-
still doing PP breaks, bro.
Oh God, don't get him started, Ninja. Don't get him started. You guys, in the
Ninja,
Live
turn
Live
your
chat-
cam off before you stand up.
Oh, he's.
We don't
he's
need to see him.
screen catching it. He's screen capturing this. If you guys have any questions, write them
we're
down
gonna do
below.
the good old low angle shots here. I'll be right back.
K9, you still vibing?
Screw it, we're family. Take us with you.
K9. I almost seen someone get into a fight because this guy just turned 21, was flirting guy wife. Bro, dude, oh man, no. Yeah, it's just, those are just insecure dudes, bro.
Apparently,
I call
I've been
Logie-
spoken for. Yeah, I just read that too. I've been spoken for. Oh no. What have I done? I knew getting on camera was a bad idea. Why'd you make me do this multiple times?
Oh man, we're
Especially
2
if
hours
it's
in,
Spets.
dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is the only time Spets actually hangs out in chat, bro, is when you're on. Spets don't hang out no more. How Spets? You little shit. I'm just playing Spets. I'm just playing.
He
you
that
guys-
educated man now, man.
You guys, if you guys have any questions, write them down below. We're ending this stream. I'm gonna wait for some time if they have any questions. Let me see, what are some things I can add? Next live vibe will be either this weekend for one of the games or Monday. You guys don't forget, if I don't get on for one of the games this weekend, I'm pretty sure I am. I'm just trying to decide which game is best. But there's no live vibe tomorrow. There's no live vibe tomorrow. But Monday, don't forget, Monday is going to be an early stream for those people who are unemployed. Logie said it was Martin Luther King. I remember that text. Why are you laughing? I'm being serious because it's during the
You
day. It's at
savage
noon.
son of a bitch!
It's at 12 p.m. Eastern, which is like 9 a.m. West Coast. Hey, man. I know the working class people are...
If you don't have that federal holiday off, I'm sorry. And your boss needs a talking to, or whoever you work for needs a talking to. No one should be working on federal holidays.
Thor, another question, please. Well, what's the question, Thor? Give us the question, dude. We're wrapping it up here, bro. Spitfire some questions. And as we're looking at Ninja Den, her treehouse, her treehouse of horror.
Depends on who you ask. I've been in it, and it's a great time.
Oh, this little Lego treehouse. Man, I was thinking about bigifying these things one day, but I don't know. Question: what y'all think about the theory that there are more than 4 dimensions? What do you think? I think basically when we dream, we're in another dimension. We are in a higher dimension. I don't know, 4th, 5th dimension type shit. I know it's hard for people to follow that concept, but maybe jumping different realities, bro. Apparently, there's an infinite number of parallel realities. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I do know though when I take a certain plant medicine and I'm getting visuals and I'm getting insights, it's not of this world. It's not of this world.
I mean, look, going back to your, when we dream theory, I mean, look at the people who, like, I don't really want to call it a theory because I believe that it's real. The whole astral projection thing. I mean, my dad did it once. He said that he had a dream that he like rolled onto his stomach, opened up his eyes, and he was looking down at himself.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, like, I mean, 100%. Why couldn't there be more than 4 dimensions? I mean, or different planes. You know what I mean? Why not?
Ninja.
What did I miss?
Okay. Question from Thor. What y'all think about the theory that there are more than 4 dimensions? What do you believe in? I mean, you've had a psychedelic experience and had those visuals. Is that fake? Is that real? Is that another dimension? I don't know.
I think so. Like, I only say that just because of what you just said. I had my little peyote experience, and it did open my eyes to a lot of things that I thought I knew. It changed me. It changed me in a good way. And it brought me back to faith. Because at that moment, I was teeter-tottering on just being a woke atheist and just being a shitbag. And there's nothing out there, so why even bother following the rules of anything? But yeah, I think there is another dimension. It was beautiful. I hope to see it again one day.
The thing is that there's so much things that just can't be explained. There is no definitive answer to anything. I mean, we've discussed a lot of strange things, and whether it's the Matrix or not, I mean, we've all been programmed one way or another. But I mean, dude, there's so many accounts of outer body experiences. There's so many accounts of people, seeing the light, people who have died and come back. I mean, obviously all, these theories and these things are anecdotal. And then when you have different cultures just talk about the similar things that they've seen from their history. Like I don't know, man. There's just so much. I mean, dude, human life, like, we're comparative how old everything is. Whether you believe in the Big Bang or not, but just we know how old the universe is, and fuck, dude, it's just so much to comprehend. Humans have only been alive for a millisecond, compared if you were to stretch that from the start of time to now. Like, if you zoom out, humans have only been alive for 1 second of the billions of years. It's fucking gnarly. Just like JD said earlier, we're just a grain of sand, bro. We're just a grain of sand. Flex, lucid dream states are no joke. That's the other side for me. Yeah. A lot of it has to be tied to belief, though, man. Lucid dreams. Have you guys ever had a lucid dream? Ninja or Logie? Because from my understanding, a lucid dream is, I had dreams, when I was a kid where, like, you're fighting, you're running away from someone, and everything's slow motion, right? Your defense, everything's like slow motion. But a lucid dream is lucid as in it feels real. You smell, you touch. And not only that, it's just, you can control it. In some of your dreams, like, sometimes, you can try to jump, but you're not jumping. But in this, when you lucid dream, you can really control and create your reality. Have you guys ever had any lucid dreams? No.
Can't say that I have.
I have.
I remember
I talked about it
trying to
already.
talk. Go ahead, Ninja. Yours is more
No,
interesting.
you go, Logan. You go.
The only thing, like, I remember waking myself up trying to talk in a dream, and like I couldn't form words, and then but I woke myself up because like I found that the words that I was trying to say, like I was actually speaking them out loud in outside of dreamland, like actually people talking their sleep and shit. I woke myself up trying to do that. But as for being able to like control everything in dreams, or like moving in, and I believe Phoenix says like he knows when he's having somehow it clicks that he's having a lucid dream, and he levitates to test it. Never had that happen. But I'm also the type that I'm fighting zombies in my dream, or I'm dreaming that I'm in a horror movie, like falling off of a cliff. I'm never once have been able to control anything in my sleep state whatsoever, and I'm very jealous of the people that can.
I know, dude. Me too, man. And apparently, your lucid dreams has to deal with the pineal gland, the third eye. We've talked about the pineal gland and the decalcification and stuff like that here. But dude, Brian's in chat, guys. Brian, what's up, brother? I have never had lucid dreams, but I've had the same dream over and over again. Whoa. What do you think that means? To have the same dream over, how would you interpret that? Having the same dream over and over again. Like if I were to interpret it, I would say your higher self or higher dimension is speaking to you. And it's showing you things on either how to navigate life or past trauma. I don't know if it was a good dream or a bad dream. I don't know if you're in bed with a 2004 fucking Playmate of the Year. Because if that was the dream and you were having it over and over again, I think that's a great dream to have. But if you're in a dream where, there's dream, let's look up dream. Have you guys ever researched when you have a certain dream, you look up the meaning behind it, the spiritual meaning behind it? Like if you're dreaming that you're pulling your own teeth or anything like that, it means you have heavy anxiety or some crazy shit. Ninja, have you ever heard of it? You're in your Native American culture, is there any symbology behind the dreams that you have?
I would have to ask my mom about that, but to my knowledge, it's supposed to be something that's letting you know if something good or bad is about to happen. But from what you asked us earlier, I lucid dream a lot. And Brian, I do get dreams that reoccur over time that I've been having since I was a teenager. They would keep happening. And it's been a hot minute since I've had night terrors. And I don't know if it counts as astral projection when I know that I'm having a night terror. Everything just starts to get real cloudy and dark. And I know I'm at that peak to where I'm half asleep, but I'm half conscious of what's happening. So I got to wake myself up. So I have a method now to where I try to bite my lip as hard as I can. Or if my hands are next to my waist, I try my best to scratch and pinch. And I'll do whatever I can to wake up because I can't breathe. My chest is really heavy. And I'll look back at myself and I'm just trying to tell myself, fucking wake up. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that hard. So then I would try my best to flick and just convince myself it's not real. None of this is real. Oh shit, my camera's shaking. Every time I talk about this, I always shake.
It's your energy, Ninja. It's your energy.
And lucid dreaming, I had fun with it. When I know it's a good dream, I can make myself fly. I can make myself run as fast as I can. I can manifest whatever it is that I want to happen in there. And it's fun to me. But when it's not good, but I know I'm sleeping, I always say, damn it, I'm asleep again. This is not real. So I go through phases to where I'm biting the inside of my lip, my cheek. I'm scratching my gums. I'm trying to pick at whatever is sensitive on my body that will trigger me to wake up. And I will, for the most part. I get dreams to where a thing that happened to me at my part of my life, I know it's an anxiety dream, like me not showing up for an important exam. I always get this fucking dream where I show up to a soccer game or a softball game and I look in my bag and my jersey's not there. I forgot my damn jersey. But I'll remember it was that one game in college when I used to play soccer. Because I brought the wrong color, I had to sit on the bench the whole game, and I was so ashamed and embarrassed of myself. Yeah. So every now and then I get a dream that it's about me forgetting something, or I forgot something. And let's see. And I do get dreams to where I've never seen this person before. I've never been at this place before. And then years down the road, I get a lot of deja vus.
Deja vus are when
deja vus.
An alternate timeline or a parallel, like you lived it before. You lived that scenario before.
Yeah. Like when I was doing housekeeping, this was like 2010. I haven't made a decision to go to college yet. I remember I would get dreams a lot about playing soccer again, playing softball again, but it's at a certain location that I've never been before. And it's playing with people that I've never seen. And then once I play and I'm there, I'm like, holy shit, I had a dream about this. And then during that phase, I had a dream about going on an airplane, getting my bag, forgetting my ticket, waiting at the, what is that called? The terminal. Mm-hmm. And being at this place that I've never been before, but it's freaking gorgeous and full of trees. And then 2013, boom, we went to the World Series, and that was my first time flying on an airplane. And I was like, I've been here before.
It's creepy. No, it's
nuts.
They you're connected. You got some. You're very. Would you consider yourself an intuitive person, Ninja?
I consider myself a weirdo. I don't know. So every time I talk about this, I can feel my heart do this, and then my breathing gets very out of control, and I shake a lot. And then when I talk, there's like a shakiness in my voice whenever I talk about my lucid dreaming, when I talk about my peyote experience, or I talk about the deja vus that I get often, which happens a lot.
That's creepy. Dude,
I think by far out of all your stories, the peyote experience story was the one
wild.
It didn't mess me up. Didn't mess me up in the sense of badly. Like it's so wild, and like I was just like, oh, she healed that man. It's absolutely nuts. It's one of my favorite stories from Ninja. Oh my god. It's amazing.
That's why it's like we're more than just these meat bodies, bros. Like we are souls, bros. Like, I mean, who knows if we all lived fucking past lives or whatnot? But there's so much things, and energy is one of them, because that's what we are. We're all just really energy. Energy cannot be taken away, or it's just we're forever energy. But going back to this dream shit here, I asked Grok, list of common dreams and meanings. So here are some of the most common things that people dream about and what they say are the meanings behind it. Like Ninja, forgetting, bro, she's like interconnected with these dimensions or her dreams or her realities. But this one, falling.
I forgot to tell you something. There's a bad part about that too. Very often since 2012, I've been having a lot of, even it's accelerated recently. Okay. I have been having a lot of dreams about the end of the world, and it's the same damn thing.
Typical. Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's always about this huge
Ninja
freaking.
Thanks, Ninja. We're fucked. Ninja had it. We're fucked.
It's a huge asteroid. I want to say asteroid, but I don't know what it is. It's very hot. It lands in a certain part, and then everybody
Fire.
is just scrambling to get food, water. We don't know what it is. And oh shit, I'm shaking again. Sorry. And then it's just coming out of the sky. And then there's these beings that are there, and we don't know who they are, but they're there. And I remember these
Ninjas
stars.
predicting aliens.
I want to say it's a star. It lands and then it hops, and it looks like a sparkler, like those snakes and sparklers I joke about. It's there, and it brightens like a low faint of pink, and then before it goes away, it turns green, and then everybody is just talking about how that's how the end of our humanity was, is because this huge rock just landed on Earth, and there was these things that were waiting for it to explode, or were waiting for it to take care of the people, and then they were supposed to come down. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Dude, we're fucked.
Chat, start prepping now. If you haven't started prepping already, start buying
Nathan,
supplies.
call 911. Help! Police! Help!
We are fucked, man. Oh god.
We're never gonna financially recover from this.
I mean, dude, there's biblical predictions of it, man. Oh god, Ninja, I was talking about how intuitive you are, and then all right, guys. So this might be one of the last live vibes. So here we go. Let's go back to the falling and what meaning of, falling in dreams is a very common thing, dude. Often linked to a sense of loss of control, insecurity, or fear of failure. It might reflect feeling overwhelmed or out of control in some aspect of your waking life. If you dream of flying, it means this can symbolize freedom, an escape from problems, or the desire to rise above something. It might also relate to ambition and aspirations. Another common dream, teeth falling out. The meaning, often associated with anxiety about appearance or aging, loss of power, or fear of losing control of one's life. Some cultures see it as a sign of death or a significant change. Being chased, running away from something, very common. The meaning, this typically represents avoidance of an issue or confrontation. It might signify running from fears, responsibilities, or facing something one dreads. Naked in public. Who in the hell? Woo! Who dreams? I've never had that dream. But if you have a dream naked in public, this indicates vulnerability, fear of exposure, or concerns about other perceptions of you. It can also symbolize authenticity or fear of judgment. Being late for something, meaning this dream can reflect anxiety about missing out, fear of failure or stress about not meeting deadlines or expectations. Exams or tests often signifies self-evaluation, fear of not being good enough, or anxiety about performance in some areas of your life. Death. You guys ever dreamed about freaking dying? Dreams of death don't necessarily predict literal death, but it can symbolize the end of something like a relationship, job, or phase of life. It can also be about transformation or fear of change. Water. The context is key here. Calm water, peace, serenity, or emotional stability. Turbulent water, emotional turmoil or overwhelming feelings. Drowning is a feeling of overwhelmed, of out of control. Finding money, being pregnant. I mean, these are some wild shits, but you guys, I honestly believe when we dream, we are, the whole Matrix and everything, it says, no, when you wake up, you're in the Matrix. When you're dreaming is your true essence, your true self, your soul. This shit's wild. And I can see how some of these similarities, because you can, you can switch these things to like real life shit happening in your life, and they could translate to these feelings or explanations. Do you guys believe in any of this, or you guys just think that dreams are just dreams? They don't mean shit.
So I do believe that, part of your subconscious comes out when you dream. I mean, my dreams of falling were primarily in my childhood. And I mean, I told my life story about that. So, I mean, like, it makes sense of why I had so many dreams of falling, you know, when I was younger. But, you know, I do, again, like, I really believe it's mostly, you know, subconscious coming out and being like, you know, if you're over worried about this, then you're going to have this type of dream, because that's, you know, the last thing that your mind was thinking about. You know what I mean? Shit, like, you know, I'll be honest, like, whatever I watch like on TV before bed, about like 93% of the time, the theme of whatever I was watching, that's typically how my dream goes. You know, like, there was one time, like, I had like a horror marathon, and then I went to bed, and then, you know, I had a dream that I was, you know, a test subject for a serum to, like, see how fear affects the brain, you know, and I was locked in my high school, you know what I mean? And, like, everything that I saw in there wasn't real. It was just whatever I was injected with. And I was just like, sounds like a horror movie that I know of, you know what I mean? So, like, I believe that you know, a lot of subconscious, you know, thoughts and things, like, do come forth with whatever we dream. Ninja, your thoughts?
Oh, I believe it. Obviously.
Well,
but the stuff that I dream about, I can't find it on Google. I don't know what it is, how my dreams are the way that I remember everything. I still remember the dreams that I had when I was a child. I remember them all.
Wow.
I can't remember shit that I did last week or even yesterday, but I can remember dreams dating back as far as when I was 5.
I mean, dude, when it comes to dreaming, like, this is what I've been doing for the last, you know, ever since doing the work, you know what I mean? But manifestation, and, you know, you are your thoughts, you know, no, not that you are your thoughts, you are not your thoughts. But, like, going to bed, like Logie said, right? He's watching a horror movie, he passes out. You know, if you go to bed, and whether it's like reading or something like that, like, I do a lot of, like, affirmations where I kind of meditate myself to sleep. And when I meditate, I give positive manifestations, as in, for instance, everything is always working out for me. And I repeat that, you know, I am who I am, and that is enough. I am who I am, and that is enough, right? And you repeat these things, especially before bed, because once you get into these beta waves, or this, once you're out, you want positive reinforcement, you want good things, so that which I believe your subconscious, where it really does the healing and the deprogramming of your brain. Like, if I was playing fucking Call of Duty and knifing people and doing that, then I don't know, but there's a lot of times where I don't remember my dreams. Like, Spets goes, question, what does it mean if you don't have dreams, really? And in my opinion, or my answer to that is, you do dream. You just don't remember. And maybe you're not tapping into it. You know, maybe it's because you're drinking alcohol. If you're taking, like, edibles, or if you're drinking alcohol, it's going to shut the brain down. And I don't know, we're all a bunch of nicotine people that, you know, our fucking nervous system is all jacked up and shit like that. But I mean, I'm sure you guys dream, right? And you just wake up, you just close your eyes, and your alarm clock goes on.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, 90% of my sleep in the military was I close my eyes, and then, you know, all of a sudden my alarm's going off, and I'm like, what do you mean? how has this much time passed already? Like, I blinked. But I just attributed that to being overtired. So, you know, my brain doesn't have, you know, the capacity to form dreams. You know what I mean? During, like, a period of, like, overtiredness, and finally getting that sleep, like, brain's repairing itself and being like, you know, I'm not going to waste energy on projecting dreams tonight. Like, we're gonna focus on getting, good
Physical.
sleep that we need.
JD says, I've had
Whether
a
or
few
not
dreams.
I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. I don't know if that's actually how it works. That's just what I was just like. Yeah, that's probably what sounds right.
Hey, we're just reflecting and just giving our opinions. JD says a few dreams with loved ones that have passed. We can talk to each other, but it's always a really comfortable feeling. I feel like it's them telling me they're okay. And I think if you're connected in like a soul level, bro, like, more like people have lucid dreams, people don't. But I do think, the supplements and medication, like say like these antidepressants, I honestly think this manifestation is, and if you keep thinking positive things and not being negative to yourself, and you start to deprogram all that, unworthiness or traumas and anxieties, I think we are much more than just, more people. I do think we are all interconnected, and we all vibe with our own energies. And if you can really see the veil to another dimension, you can see how we radiate. I've done a lot of reading on chakras and like energy work. And dude, it's the medications that they pump into the antidepressants and even the chemicals that are in our food. I think they're there to really make us dumb, dude. Dumb, stupid, not healthy. I think we are more than just, I think we're more. And I think we can access certain things that have been, they've been basically holding us down, bro. We've been living with, 3 limbs tied. And we can't, it's like clipping a bird's whatever wings, and we can't really fly. Does that make any sense, or is this just the edible talking, guys?
You're on Eddie's?
Oh, yeah.
Ninja, you had a thought about dreams that he didn't let you finish?
Oh, did I?
Oh, I don't think so. No, I was just playing catch up on Spet's thing because I finally got my fucking laptop to work. You said Spets was wondering why he doesn't have dreams really, and then he said he doesn't drink or alcohol. I think I read somewhere where it says if somebody is having a hard time dreaming, it's because they're not hitting their, I think it was their 8th or their 7th REM cycle, REM.
Yeah.
And in order to get into that deep sleep and you're getting that actual rest that you need, you have to hit your 7th or 8th REM cycle. And that's when you start hitting that dream phase. If you're just waking up like that, that means you subconsciously trained yourself or got used to yourself just being in an already mode of looking forward to just waking up. So you're not really getting the actual rest that you need.
Well, most people only sleep like what, 4 to 6 hours, which isn't good. How many hours do you sleep, Logie?
Typically around 6, sometimes 5.
Fuck. Ninja, do you sleep that little?
It depends if I'm getting, if I'm on a good TV show marathon, then I'm not going to bed until 2:30. So I just finished Squid Game, so roughly 5-6 hours.
Logie, what are you snacking on? You guys are both snacking on shit. I think Ninja's just, she's pounding a Modelo.
I got me some Lay's Baked Original.
Where's the cheese, bro? Oh, look at that.
Don't you worry
Both
about
of them
what
are laying up. Both of them are laying up.
Yeah, I got the Jaina, that torta special. I got the flaming hot Lays, and it's just a Pepsi. I had a Gatorade earlier.
Dude, I was gonna ask AI about dreams. What was I? The Eddie is full effect now, but it was a simple. I don't know if it was having to do with sleeping, because Ninja was talking about. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the question I want to ask: how to lucid dreams? How to have lucid dreams? I remember Rogan was talking about this before. I want to know what AI thinks. This freaking robot brain. But here we go. This is what AI is. If you want to, I want to have a lucid dream, bro. Having lucid dreams where you are aware that you're dreaming and sometimes can control the dream can be a fascinating experience. Here are several techniques to help you achieve lucidity in your dreams. Reality testing. Regular checks. Throughout your day, perform reality checks. Common ones include reading text. In dreams, text often changes when you look away and back. Try reading something twice. Hand counting. Look at your hands. In dreams, they might look odd or have a wrong number of fingers. Light switch. Flipping a light switch in dreams often doesn't work as expected. Habit formation. Make these checks and habits so they are naturally carrying over into your dreams. That's just weird as hell. Dream journaling. Record dreams. Keep a notebook or use an app to write down your dreams immediately upon waking. This increases dreams recall and awareness of dream signs. Identity patterns. Look for reoccurring themes or elements in your dreams that could be cues to realize what you're dreaming. Stay cautious. Blah, 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 blah. Reality testing and dreams. Supplements and herbs. Galantamine. Some people use supplements to enhance dreams, vividness, and lucidity, but will always consult with a healthcare provider before starting any supplementation. There's lucid dream apps. Cue-based apps can remind you to do reality checks. What do you mean by that? That's so weird. Reality checks. Sleep environment.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, there's an app for freaking everything, dude. Practice patience, sleep quality. Don't compromise on sleep quality for the sake of lucid dreams. Adequate rest is essential. By integrating, okay, well, that's just a list of a bunch of fucking shit. Thor says it has to do with your third eye. Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I said. I've been to a sleep doc, says Brian, and he told me I could only get to my second REM cycle, so that's probably why I am. I'm a light sleeper and don't dream much. Oh, man. Take it easy, like Flex Luthor. All right, guys, we're done here, bro. You guys, this was fucking fun, dude.
That's nice.
Thank you,
Good topics.
Ninja and Logan.
Yeah, Chris,
What
I
else
would
was I
believe
gonna
that
do? Be in
journal
chat?
This is everything that I wrote back in 2014.
Nice, you've been documenting your dreams. It's a dream journal?
Yeah, it's a journal from 2014 and images that I drew that I saw. And I think what could also help you is that when you're asleep, when you're trying to text or when you're trying to read a book or write something, it looks discombobulated and you just can't write or text something. So when you see that in your dream, just try your best to remember it's not real. If you can't see anything on your phone and you can't write anything on your phone or a book, that means you're asleep. So everything is not real. You can make anything happen. You just have to like yell it in your head, if that makes any sense, and it'll happen.
She's a badass, Logie. How do we become more like Ninja?
I'm looking for a pen. I'm trying to figure out if I'm dreaming right now.
We're in the Matrix, guys. We're in the Matrix. Thor says
I'm gonna buy a Dark
Knight
Knight hat. That's for damn sure.
Hell yes. Woo!
Yeah. Dark inspired me so much. I made my own little instruments to try flint making. Isn't that a trip?
Are those
like Dark
antlers?
Huh?
Are those sheds? What are they? Show the camera.
They're antlers. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's not a dildo.
Ones... yeah, Are those the ones that you do that when you're like hunting and you like simulate people fighting, and is that a hunting thing?
No, it's for flint making. They call it napping. When you make arrowheads. So what they use, all I have is deer antlers because it was what was shed and found in Flagstaff. I'm trying to get my hands on elk or moose. If I could find a moose, it'd be great. Shed. So that's just to create the edges to make it sharp after you do it. And then this part is like the butt end of it to hit the chunks off of it. And then these are just the little rocks that I collected so I could do do some of the flint knapping, and I sewed this piece of leather so it can protect my hands from glass as the glass gets chipped off. And I'm practicing, never done it, but that's all I got so far. It's my first one. It's not that bad, right?
So arrowheads are they're made from like stones, right? Just rocks?
Yeah, flint. Like obsidian rocks.
Okay. Son of a bitch. Well, you
I know,
guys,
right?
we're just gonna end it here. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. We're definitely gonna do it again. But I'm gonna end the live vibe with you guys here. Everyone, I'll be on either Saturday or Sunday for one of the games. I will let you guys know on Discord. But I hope you guys enjoyed the vibe. I hope you guys, found us entertaining. This is our first time, and I think it went fucking way better than I ever expected. I thought we were going to have some issues with volumes or cameras, but bro, this is fluid as hell. And I appreciate you all. I love you. Like the video on the way out, and be kind. Love someone, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Logan and Ninja, I love you. Thank you.
Love you too, brother. Appreciate you having us on.
Oh yeah.
Yep, love you all.